don't do your taxes until you watch this video. If you do DoorDash, Lyft, or Uber, or anything of that sort, you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. And if you don't do any of those, maybe you should start, because you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table too. If you're self-employed, you're required to file a 1099 form. But the thing about this is it entitles you to certain tax deductions that you wouldn't otherwise have if you weren't self-employed. And if you do DoorDash or Uber or rideshare of any type, then yes, you qualify for this. And if you're not self-employed and don't do DoorDash or any type of rideshare, then wait till the end of the video, because I have something that might change your mind. As a 1099 filer, you can deduct a portion of your rent, your lights, your phone, your internet, your mileage, your vehicle expenses, your gas, your maintenance, your tolls and parking fees, your supplies such as your hot bags or anything that you may use to help you on your door dashing, as well as any food or snacks that you may eat while you're on your DoorDash shift. This means that in some cases, you can have enough deductions to wipe out what you owe in taxes and possibly cushion any other income sources that you have coming in. Now, there's certain rules that you have to stick by when you're filing your taxes as a rideshare. You can't choose to file your mileage and your expenses at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the difference between the two and what I did in order to get me $13,000 back this year. So which one is better, mileage or expenses? Well, if you use expenses, that means you're going to have to track every single expense that you have in case you get audited by the IRS. Now, that means a lot more work on your part and a lot more work for your tax preparer. Now, if you file mileage like what I did, they give you a certain cents per mile ratio to where if you file like, I think it's like 66 or 70 cents per mile right now. So if you make a certain amount of mileage and you only made a certain amount of money, sometimes along with the expenses that you have, because you still can file your expenses that you have for a home office because you are self-employed. As a DoorDasher or rideshare person, you are self-employed. That's what qualifies you in order to have a home office, which gives you all these other deductions that you can have. Now, along with that, if you file your mileage, like I was saying, they give you 66 to 70% per mile for every single mile that you have going towards the money that you earn that year. That means the amount of money that you get per mile from that is deducted from the income that you made for DoorDash, meaning that you have less taxes that you have to pay. And in some cases, if you do a lot of DoorDash, like I did, then your mileage can exceed that to the point to where you don't owe taxes on it. And then you can use other tax advantages like head of household, like what I'm using. And I also have children. I'm filing 2 of my children. And I also use my expenses as well as DoorDash, and I have my investment firm. So with all those expenses filed, I was able to get $13,000 back. But if I didn't have my own business, I probably would have got a lot less. Like before I had my own businesses, I was getting somewhere between $3,000 to $4,000 back per year. And all that's because I filed my taxes the correct way and took advantage of the deductions that I had available to me. Now, back to what I said about the people who don't do DoorDash or have a self-business, or the people who already have a self-business or do DoorDash already, on how you could put more money into your Roth IRA. If you file a 1099 and you have a business for yourself, there's a way that you could put more money into your Roth IRA. Now, if you want to find out how to do that, if you're on my DoorDash Millionaire page, follow me on my How to Hire Your Money page, where I'll be going into a series on exactly how to do that. And if you currently don't have a side hustle or a personal business, then follow my DoorDash Millionaire page, where I'll show you different tips and strategies on how to make more money doing DoorDash, so while you're out there, it's worth your time. And by doing that, you'll be able to set yourself up to put more money away for your future, to grow more tax-free money for your retirement. Not only that, but as a self-employed person, you have a secret strategy that you can use that I'll go into later videos, that you could put more than what they say that you could put into your Roth IRA, which is $7,500. I can show you how to do 10 times that amount per year in order to maximize your growth and make sure that DoorDash is just something that you do to supplement what your real goal is, and that's investing and growing your money for your future.